Hey people. So, um, as you can tell, I'm in a much different location than I was before. My beard has gotten incredibly long. This is the before. Next time I do a video, this is, including this incredibly long hair, will not be part of me. Um, uh, so, the last time I did a video, I was in a new place. And that was, for what it was a great place. You know, you know, price was good, amazing location, everything was great, all of it was amazing. Closer to work, whole 9 yards. It seemed really, really perfect until um, from right now was about a day and a half ago when all of a sudden I worked Wednesday all night, all day. I worked like a 10-hour shift. I was beyond beat. By the way, that's branding I got from a fryer basket. Um, yeah, that's you don't get that kind of brand unless you've actually earned it. Um, but I earned it because someone was being stupid, playing around, and I got that. So, fun. But it was fine. You know, I went home Wednesday night. No, everything was normal. Had talked to the lady who I was renting from. She never said a word to me. Nothing. And about 10 o'clock in the morning, I hear some noise upstairs. Which normally to around 10 o'clock in the morning there is noise upstairs. The kids are up. They're getting ready, go out. Blah blah blah. It's a Thursday. It's a normal noise, right? But then I get a knock on my door. The door from inside the house, not the outside glass doors, but the inside door, which led into where my bathroom was and where the laundry was. And I'm not thinking anything of it. So, I you know you know quickly got some clothes on and I opened the door, and outside my door is two sheriff's officers. One of them with a gun pointed at me. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And I stayed calm, started talking to the officer who wasn't pointing a gun at me, and he explained the situation that apparently the lady I was renting from had been evicted. And they were there to serve an eviction notice. And I knew absolutely nothing about this. Nothing at all. No word, no nothing, not anything. So they said, you got 5 minutes, gather what you need, and then you need to leave. And I'm thinking, so I grab my bag, I grab some, my wallet and a few essentials, and I walk outside and go up to the front porch. And the lady who actually owns the house was there, and I explained the situation. And she completely understands. She didn't even know I existed. I was a ghost tenant. Okay? So I talked to her, said, hey, I need to make a couple calls, but I think I could probably be out of, get my stuff and be out of here tonight if you would let me do that. She said, fine, I'll leave the door open, but, just, do what you need to do, come back, get your stuff, and lock the door behind you. So I made a call to my parents. And my parents are not incredibly wealthy people, but they do have a little bit of money. And without skipping a beat, my parents said, make a reservation for a U-Haul. We'll pay for it. Just get the U-Haul, get your stuff, and come down and, come back down. Because I had nowhere else to live. I would have literally been homeless if they hadn't made this offer. I would be living on the streets right now. I still have a job, but I at least would, but I would still be homeless. And I would have lost all of my stuff. But my parents said, no, we're going to take care of you. Just get it, get a reservation, see if they can do it, get it for, right now. We'll pay for it, whatever it costs. We'll take care of it. And I said, great. Did it. Got down to the U-Haul place by like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Was back home by 5. Loaded up, basically just threw everything into bags and boxes and threw it in the back of the U-Haul truck and in the front cab of the U-Haul, the little 10-footer, and I went. First stop was my job, where I had to tell them that Wednesday that I worked was my last day. And I had to, apologize. They completely understood. One of the things that's also going on is my dad's dealing with cancer right now. And it's very bad. So much so that he's already been, in the hospital for problems due, as relationship to the cancer, to the treatments more than anything else. But he was fine when I got here. I literally, like I said, I made the, stopped. I made the, I said bye to everybody at work. I grabbed all of my stuff, cleared out my locker, got in the van, and I drove all night long. Probably a very stupid thing for me to do, but that's what I did. I wound up just driving. And wound up getting here. I hadn't seen my parents in the flesh for 10 plus years. I hadn't seen my brother in probably 15 years. The rest of my family in that 10 plus year period. And by the end of the first day I was here, I had spent quality time with my parents. I spent quality time with my brother. I spent quality time with my sister-in-law. I spent quality time with my nephew. I spent quality time with my cousin. I spent quality time with my what I was a great cousin. He's the son of my cousin. I don't even know what that is. And then woke up this morning and my dad was feeling bad again, so we had to go back to the hospital, and he is currently back in the hospital. The amount of emotions that I'm dealing with are beyond overwhelming. To go from Wednesday night, my dad, I knew my dad was home. He was feeling a little better. My job was going great. We had an amazing night on Wednesday. Everything was good. My place was felt secure. Everything was fine. To wake up the next morning and just lose everything, and then to come here and then immediately, within 24 hours of being here, my dad's back in the hospital. I haven't had time to process anything. Literally anything. You know, I I've just been hit with emotional gut punches pretty much nonstop for the last 2 days, and I don't. I'm doing this more for myself because I want to just hear myself say it out loud. That this is what my life is like right now. I had to. I not only lost my place, I had to quit my job. I had to move, all the way downstate, back to a place that, this is where my family is, and that's the only real upside to this place. Um, and I still have a ton more things to take care of. I still haven't even started really figuring out my living situation here. I have to now find yet another job. I have to just, I have to deal with my dad being in the hospital. I have to deal with the fact that I'm now, like yesterday was the first day I've actually met my nephew. Yesterday was the first day that I actually used the word and heard the words Uncle Mike. And I've had 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 several discussions about things because if I'm gonna be Uncle Mike, I'm gonna be Mike. I'm gonna be the fun, crazy uncle who is gonna be able to tell him the things that his parents won't be, who don't feel comfortable telling him. I'm the guy that does that. That's the person I am. And I've already know what my limits are and everything, but it's the start of another adventure. Um, and I think that part of that adventure is getting back doing these videos. So, like my t-shirt says, it is what it is. So, that's it for now, people. Be well and safe. Everybody who watches these videos, if you stuck around for this long to listen to me ramble, thank you guys. I love all you guys. I'll see you next time. And again, be well and safe.